Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, today I want to speak on something on a man's responsibility. And I've been talking, trying to help and prepare some ladies who send me these questions. But today my spirit feeling like talking to the men. And I just flow with the spirit. For those of y'all new here and don't know, I don't pre-plan my messages. I don't have this planned out on Sunday what I'm gonna talk about. I don't have a schedule. My videos don't go out at the same time every day. Some days you might get it at 9 p.m. Some days you might get it at 9 a.m. And I pay attention to what's going on in the world. And so not always am I talking about love and relationships, but today I'm talking to the men on what I feel is a man's responsibility. And the reason I say that is because women, you got to protect you. Women always say, talk to the men, talk to the men. Oh, you need to talk to the men, you need to tell the men this. And what I tell women is, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself and stop worrying about what's being said to the man. Because at the end of the day, no man is going to be accountable for you other than you holding him accountable. And on men say the same thing. Oh, you sound like women perfect. You sound like women perfect. Oh, you think women don't cheat? Oh, you man bashing simp. Seen a guy yesterday wrote me, simp. I had somebody visit his house. I'm just playing. But I get this because this is why my message is the way it is, because on me as a man, and I'm talking to you as a man, I feel like it's on the men. Like, I try to protect and prepare women because I know the reality of the world is not going to protect and prepare women. So I try to do that. But I honestly feel like change is on the men. That it's up to us as men to change the world, to change the narrative, to change the state of relationships. Because when you really look at it, majority of the time, it's the men causing the pain. It's the men causing the issues majority of the time. Yes, there's no good women. Yes, there's cheating women. Yes, there's scamming women, lying women, gold digging women. Yes, it's all of that. But when you look on average, you're going to see more men who are cheating, controlling, beating, lying, deceiving, and manipulating than what you're going to see from women. And the reason why I could say that in my life and be real about it is because I've never been hurt by a woman before without me hurting her. I've never been hurt by a woman without me hurting her first. So just on my experience alone, and I don't have guys, like when I think of guys that I don't know of a single guy who has come to me that I know personally. Yes, it could be you, and yes, you may know somebody. But what I'm saying is, and even in the relationships that I coach, I don't know men other than one or two that I could think of that have come and said I was perfect to her and she cheated on me. Now, what I have seen with some men is men dating out of their league, meaning dating a woman that's not on their compatibility scale. So being a sweet guy, being a nice guy, and getting the hot girl. When I say hot girl, I don't mean fine. I mean hot girl, like city girl, like, Spanish, French, vanilla. This thing speaks Spanish, French, English. And like that type of girl, like them tight clothes, them tight dresses with the glitter on it. And, all that, the works. I will see a guy who is looks challenged get her. And she get with him because she been turned out from a young age and she about her bag. And she thinks this man is unattractive and that she could use him for money. So she's a savage, and she gets with this guy for his money, but he thinks that it's his swagger and that it's his charm and it's his game, and he forgets that he's looks challenged and how women that he has wanted in the past because of their looks did not feel he was their equivalent, and the women that did feel like he was their equivalent, he looked down on them because didn't many people want them. So he started going after the women that all of the dope boys and the star athletes and the big names wanted. He finally get him one, but he don't realize that he is a pawn on her chessboard. So she uses him for gifts, for dinners, for vacations, and she's showing Tahiti, and she's showing Turks and Caicos Island, she's showing Puerto Rico, she's showing Jamaica, she's showing all of these places without him in the picture. He think it's normal because it's a lot of women that post these pictures around the world by themselves. They in the picture by themselves because the man that is with them is a sponsor. If a woman love the man she with, she wants him in her pictures. The man don't be in the pictures because he is a sponsor. So it's a lot of men who are sponsors and do not know that they are sponsors. Then the woman goes and sleeps with Future or Drake. And when I say this, I'm not talking literally, but I mean the guy who was like Future in a city. You know, tall, dreads, you know, swag, all this right here. Money, could be dope money. She goes and sleeps with him. And then the sponsor, the looks challenge sponsor, now he is butthurt. And now that becomes his claim to fame that women are dogs, women cheat worse than men, women ain't no good, women sorry. And it really is because he got with a woman thinking with his little head instead of looking with the eyes that's on his big head to see that she ain't nowhere near compatible with him. That's what happened with y'all boys out here that go out and get cheated on. Now, I remember in college, I had a young lady, girlfriend, quote unquote girlfriend. She was a Caucasian, and she slept with 5 African American teammates of mine. And when it came out, one of my teammates from PG County, Prince George County, he just couldn't hold it in no more because I was so high and mighty. And I used to punk these guys. Like, I used to talk down to them. I used to clown them. I used to, boy, you can't play with me. Boy, you can't guard me. Boy, you can't stop me. Boy. And I was faster than them. I was stronger than them. So I was cocky. And they didn't like that. So he was looking for a reason. He was looking for a way to bust my bubble. And he said, hey, if your girl ain't cheated on you, I'll climb up to the top of that chapel and get up there on that steeple and pull my pants down and let somebody poke me in the booty. When he said that and he had a serious face, I said, okay, all right, I need to look into this. So I went to the young lady and I put on First 48. I had on First 48. You ever seen First 48? I had on First 48. You hear me? I'm interrogating. The room hot, it's sweaty. We in hour 7, the clock ticking. I'm looking at my timer. Did you cheat? Did you cheat? Then I had to use a tactic that the detective used. I said, listen, I already know everything. I know everything. And if you want to be with me, you better tell me everything and it better match up. And she went to boohoo crying. And she was like, yeah, I cheated. And so she told me that, wow, I was on the bed, boohoo crying. You hear me? I was crying like a little baby. It was my ego. I was not hurt by her. I was hurt because these guys, they won. I was hurt because one of the guys, I betted him, we ain't had no money, but I was like, I bet you can't hit her. But I bet you can't hit her. Because I'm thinking I'm just the man and that she into me. But really, what I was doing is I was cheating on her. So I had them went out and touched me 8 different people in the span of a few months. And one of my teammates who was jealous because he was older than me and I took his spot, every time he was the ops. So every time I went to tiptoe out and get me a little cheating in, he went and told her. And then he started blackmailing her with it. Like, okay, you want me to tell you where he at, who he with? What you gonna do for it? And he was kind of, sloppy with his. And so allegedly she was doing favors for him to get the intel on me. And so one time I'm in there doing my, thing, and just in the room, with somebody. I come to the door and she got a note on the door. I know you're in there with such and such. Give me a call when you're done. I'm like, wow. Now, see, this was Caucasian. If this was an African American or a Caribbean woman, the hinges would have been broke off that door. That door would have been kicked in. It would have sounded like the SWAT team at the door. She left a note, or sticky note on the door. So at this point, when I find this out, I just say, all right, I kept things cool. And school came to a summer break. And she was like, I want to come back to school because I want to be with you. And she flunked out of school because she was so worried about men. And jumping from pole to pole, she flunked out of school. And I moved on with my life. I'm like, we ain't together. You think I'm finna stay with you after you slept with my whole team? Absolutely not. You crazy. I ain't say all that. I just let her down easy. But that's the one time in my life that I caught a woman cheating, like literally cheating, like physically. But I had done all of the dirt that I did. So I don't look at women as cheaters and they dogs because that's the one experience in my life. And listen, y'all stay out my comments like, Tony, how do you think these women feel? And how does your wife feel? My wife know my story. That's how I do what I do. She know that's why I do what I do, to right my wrongs, to make up for the experiences that I done had, which was normal experiences. To be honest with you, it was normal experiences. I had friends that had slept with 300 women, 600 women. I wasn't nowhere near that. So this was just what men do, but so many women are so oblivious to the life of men, and so many women are shocked that their 18-year-old son has already slept with 50 girls by the time he graduates high school. And I remember I hadn't already been all the way out there for 2 years, and my mom still was telling her friends I was a virgin. Like, so many women are just oblivious to the life of men. And I try to break that barrier, and I try to level the playing field to kind of open the minds of women to let y'all know, like, look, this is what's going on out here. Like, this every day, this normal. Like, get ready for it. Wake up, smell the coffee, smell the Folgers in the morning. Like, it's real in the field. Okay, get it together. So with the men, this what I see happening is a lot of guys get cheated on by a woman that they shouldn't even been with, and then now you just hate women. And then what you're doing as a man is you're insecure. You're insecure and you're weak. You're insecure and you're weak, but you're not identifying your weaknesses. You're not identifying your insecurity. And you're not looking at the situation. You're not looking at the situation and saying, okay, I'm really a lame. I'm really a lame, and I'm trying to fit in, and I'm trying to be cool, and that's why I'm trying to juggle these women. I really am lost. I really don't know who I am, and that's why I need these women to kind of help me find myself and to hold me over and to hold me down and to entertain me because I'm lost and confused and I don't know my purpose. I don't know the meaning of life. I don't know who I am really. And I don't have the strength or the faith or the mindset to be with one woman and to be faithful and to build an empire with that woman and to get on my grind and to tap into my purpose. So I'm wasting my time and sowing my wild oats amongst these women because it makes me feel good, because it makes me feel like somebody, because it makes me feel like, oh, this person like this woman like me, this woman like me, I could get this woman, I could do this with this woman, I could get this from that woman. And that's what gives me purpose. That's what gives me meaning. That's what makes me feel like a man. See, you're not saying that to yourself. You're not articulating that. And then you're not realizing that, okay, yeah, every man cheats. You're not saying, okay, every man cheats. But when I look at every man I know that cheat, every man I know that cheats is lost in some kind of way, is hurting in some kind of way, is an immature grown boy in some kind of way. I don't know a respectable, honest, trustworthy, upstanding citizen who is a thorough, in and out good man who cheats on his woman. I don't know that type of man. But what I do know is guys who smoking weed, drinking, gambling, not all of it, but doing one of these things, in the nasty movies, porn, and dope boys, lost, confused, fake thugs, perpetrating, fake money boys who cheating on their woman. Guys who, when I really look at this thing, didn't have their daddy in the home, didn't know their daddy, saw their mama strung out, or saw their mama going through, or raised themselves. These are the men that are cheating continuously on their women or juggling multiple women. And why are they doing it? They doing it because of the pain that they have in their heart. They doing it because of their loss and they're confused. How am I 100% faithful to my wife? And, I look at the women that, this guy and that guy get and that they go through, that they juggle. And that let me know, like, I already know if this guy over here could get this woman and that woman and this woman and that woman, I know if I get out here in these streets and I get in this gang, I could do the same thing. I know I can. I know I could shoot me a DM, bam, and have me a celebrity woman, one of these rappers out here and be in a full-fledged affair with her, and because she true to the game, because she 10 toes down, because she a real one, she not gonna tell nobody until I stop dealing with her. I already know that. And then I could say my account was hacked and she lying and she old floozy, and I could throw her under the bus like these guys be doing. And then women will turn on her and say, oh, he a good man and she trying to come up. She probably was in his DM chasing him. I know he a good man. I already know this narrative. Like I was just watching on the Netflix of the family next door, and this man took his wife's life, and because he said what he said about he don't want to cover up for her and that she hurt the daughters, and that's why he had to do what he did to her. And because she was on Facebook and she had personality and she vlogged her life, it was women started calling her a narcissist and saying that she pushed him to that point and that she was the narcissist and it was her fault and she was the... I'm like, women turning against another woman and making excuses for why this man took her life. That's how women are. That's how so many women are. So I already know as a man that I could get out here and do me some dirt and get away with it. Do me some dirt and get away with it. But guess what? I'm not finna do that. You know why I'm 100% faithful to my wife? Because I know my purpose. Because I know my purpose and I'm walking with the Lord. Because I have a relationship with God and I fear God. I respect God. I reverence God. And I know my purpose on this earth. I have a calling on this earth, in this life. And it's doing what I'm doing with the courses, with the books, with the YouTube, with the one-on-one mentoring, with helping other people build their mentoring business through my mentor.life. I know my purpose is to push the world forward, is to help people break bondage, to help people heal, to help people grow, to motivate and inspire people to fulfill their potential and to live their best life. I know my purpose is to be an example and to be a light. And because I know my purpose, I don't have the time or the desire to cheat. I know that cheating is an immoral act because of a woman who will say that it's okay for you to be with other women is a broken, hurting, lost, and confused woman who was stripped of her dignity and her self-worth and her self-respect. And she feels worthless. So she does not want to try to tell you what you can and can't do because she's afraid to lose you and she's afraid of being lonely. And she equates you being a warm body and giving her your body every now and then. She equates that to love. And she feels that that love is better than the love that I got growing up when I was being abused and mistreated and abandoned and all of this. So she okays and she forgives your cheating. And a woman who does that is a broken woman. I understand that. But a woman who is in her right mind, who knows herself, loves herself, and those and things of the like, she's never going to be okay with a man cheating on her. Therefore, I know that cheating is immoral, that cheating is wrong. I also know it's wrong because our Creator inspired a writer to say that we should not commit adultery and that we should not be in fornication. So that lets me know that sex outside of bounds, out of bounds, is wrong. And so me knowing that helps me realize and understand what's right and wrong. So therefore, I do the right thing. And so that's what I want you to understand is that you have to look at what you're doing as a man and you got to evaluate why you are doing it. You got to get to the root of it and see, and what you're going to realize is rooted in ignorance. It's rooted in immaturity. It's rooted in selfishness. It's rooted in greed. It's rooted in pain. It's rooted in confusion. It's coming from one of these places. So it's rooted in a lack of self-control, youthful lust. It's coming from one of these places when you get to the root of it. And I realized in my life that, see, I don't even deal with Angela. You know what Angela is? All right, what y'all men be dealing with. I don't even deal with Angela no more. Used to, and you know what? And they say 99% of men deal with Angela. Got a little ash on my hand. Hands a little ashy. But y'all know what y'all be doing. They say 99% of men deal with Angela. And I say, guess what? I'm trying to be a 1% man. I want to be a 1%er. I want to be the top 1%. I hit my homeboy up. I say, hey, what's the top 1%? What I got to earn to be in the top 1% of earners in America? He said $365,000 a year. I said, okay, I'm going to get there. I want to be top 1%. What 1% of men don't do? 1% of men don't say curse words. Okay, I'm finna be a top 1%. 1% of men don't masturbate. Okay, I'm finna be a top 1%. So I set my goal to be at the top. I set my goal to be a top 1%er. So when you see me, when guys come in and they see me 36 years old and they come and they get around me and they see the success and the level that I'm living my life at, and they see the things that I've done, then they, but when I explain to them my lifestyle, Then they understand, oh, okay, that's how you got there. That's how you got this life. That's how you built what you built. That's how you earn what you earn, because of the God you serve and the self-discipline and the life that you live. That's the difference. You're not going to have the life that I have. You're not going to have the peace that I have. You're not going to have the success that I have if you can't have the discipline and the relationship with God. So you want to be a millionaire? You're not going to be a millionaire without self-discipline. You want to work for yourself and be able to work from home. You ain't got to go punch nobody clock. You're not going to be able to do that without self-discipline. So you got to look at the areas of your life that's tripping you up. The areas that you trip in the most, and that's your emotional cheating. That's your masturbation. That's your pornography. That's your cheating, your physical cheating. That's your juggling women. That's your lying to the women. That's your deceiving to the women. That's your manipulation of the women. That's your controlling and the abuse of the women. When you out here with your woman, Conor McGregor, in your relationship, that's why your life going bad. Because what you have to realize as a man, what you send out into the world is coming back to you. What you send out is coming back to you. I was training yesterday, and I was training with my trainer, and when I pulled up, I was on the phone with one of my NBA mentees, who he was on the team, the NBA team that I was working with, and this was 5 years ago. And he called me and we were talking, and he said, man, I remember you used to come in consistently. And he said, man, no team that I've been on did we have somebody come in as consistent as you came in. And he said, so I realized, man, I got to hit you up and I got to connect with you and talk with you before I make these moves. And I got to the gym and I got there 10:50. I was supposed to work out at 11. I didn't get off the phone with him until 11:25, and I had already been on the phone with him since like 10 a.m. And so we talked for an hour and a half, and I listened to him and I heard him. And I said, man, I'm going to fly up there to where you at. I'm going to fly to your city and I'll spend a couple of days with you, and I'll walk you through the online course process, doing a course for young athletes, young basketball players. And I'll show you the software, upload it, and I'll do all that. And I talked to my trainer. He said, man, why? He said, so how much you going to charge him for something like that? I said, I'm not going to charge him anything. And I said, the reason why I'm not going to charge him because he's one of my mentees. And the other reason is because he's a millionaire and they used to everybody coming at them for money. And I'm already blessed. I'm already paid. I got to charge, people that I work with in a business transaction that's not my mentee. And I don't mentor women. And I definitely charge women so that it's a business transaction and not no funny business. Because when a man not charging a woman, ain't nothing for free. You pay now, you pay later. So with the NBA player, they have a place of influence. So their pay, honestly, to me, is when they share with the world that I help them build their business or I help them do that. That's legacy. That's worth more than money. But they have a platform to do that. And so that in itself, me influencing influencers who can reach hundreds of thousands or millions, that's worth more than money. So, and if I put a monetary price on it, they're so used to being charged or overcharged by people that could hinder the work getting done, because the devil will jump in. Oh, he overcharging. Oh, that's just about the money. Oh, that's just about the money. But you ain't gonna argue with free. But what that's gonna do is, and that's what I tell the player, I say, man, this legacy for me. And I just want you to know, everybody that you come in contact with, it's not about the money. It ain't about the money with everybody. Some people it is. But that's how I live my life. And so my trainer, he asked me, so at what point do you charge him for that? And I say, I'm never going to charge him for that. Only way is if we get into a business deal together, like we invest in a real estate property together, and then it's like that. But I'm never going to charge him, because in the way that I met him and as a mentee, That's totally different to me than a business transaction. And he like, wow. He said, what about the flight that you go up there? I said, well, if I spend $600 on a flight, I'm going to add that to my tithes. I'm going to add that to 10% of giving to ministry, because that's ministry. And that's how I see that. But see, it's a mindset that I had to adapt to be abundant minded, to be a giver, to be a lover, to not be a scammer, to not be greedy, to not be jealous, to not be in competition, to not be a liar and a manipulator and a deceiver and trying to get over. See, I had to renew my heart. See, most men, when given the opportunity, you get over. You know this job worth 200, but you know this person got money, so you're going to ask for 400. You trying to get over. And see, just that decision right there as a man, that block your future blessing. That block your blessings. You got a wife or girlfriend, but you into the nasty movies. You so into the nasty movies, and it's bad enough that we see half naked women online, but you take it a step further. You take it a step further, that block your blessing. Because see, your woman may not see you do that. The woman that you looking at on that screen don't see you do that. But you know who see you do that? Your creator, that you keep praying to, asking, Lord, why such and such getting this and getting that and getting ahead, and I'm not. And the Lord may be saying to you, it's because the Lord say, I don't have nothing to do with his success, because I don't even know him. He don't even know me. He not talking to me. That's just the fruit of his labor. But you got your hand tied up with some Jergens, and that's all you worrying about is the next time you could get to that phone screen or that computer screen, Mr. Nasty time, when you got a woman and you got a purpose that you ignoring, but you so caught up with your lotion or your KY jelly that you confuse. So you don't have the time, and I can't send you no blessings because you one step away from being in a full-fledged affair. You keep cheating at work. You keep cheating in your DM. You keep cussing your woman out when you get mad. You keep going off on her for no reason. You got all these attitude problems. You're smoking weed. You're getting drunk. You're gambling. Whatever it is that you're doing. So God said, look, you keep coming to me praying, asking for this and asking for that. I'm not finna put that on you. I can't give you that because you a step away from self-destruction. You ain't living right. You ain't doing right. You're not faithful over the little you've been given. So how do you expect me to give you much? That's what the Holy Bible say. That's what the Holy Bible say. So you looking at your life and you wondering why you're not progressing. It's because you're not growing as a man. It's because you ain't doing what you got to do as a man. It's because you got skeletons in the closet. See, I took my skeletons out of the closet and I put clothes on them and I sent them in the field to do work. What I mean by that is I told my story. I exposed myself. I admitted to being a toxic, controlling, abusive, nasty, toe up from the floor up boyfriend in my relationship before I got married. I wrote a book about it. I put it in the book. I went on Oprah and told the story about it. I went on Tyra Banks and told the story about it. I took my skeletons out the closet, put clothes on them and sent them in the field of work to save lives, to change lives, to help people lead a toxic situation by exposing myself. Not just riding in like a knight on shining armor like, hey, I'm perfect. I've never done anything. That's why you can't throw up my past in my face, because I'm doing the work to right the wrongs of my past. I'm dedicating my life to living a life of purpose because of my past. And my past only went up to the age of 21. I met my wife when I was 21. So it's guys that's still a dog at 45, 55, 60, 65. I retired from the game at 21 years old, and I'm still doing a life sentence of purpose because of what I did up until the age of 21. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you can't question me. You can't quit. Oh, then you used to do this. Oh, then you used to do that. You see what I'm doing today? What you doing today? What you doing today? Critiquing, asking questions, trying to put me on the judgment seat. What you doing today? What you doing with your past? Who life you changing with your past? Who you trying to help with your past? What you doing in your present right now? You trying to grow? You trying to be better? Oh, that's all you doing is trying, or is you doing it? Like the little thing say, yoga or yodi, what the thing say, there is no try. There is do or do not. You got to do it or you do not. Because listen to me, ain't nobody coming up to you, hey, right now, pick up your phone right now. Okay, all right, I got the phone. Okay, right now, go to the nasty movies right now. Right now, get there. Okay, all right, I'm on here. Now click on Bumblebee Triple X. All right, okay, I'm on here. All right, I got her. Now watch that video. Okay, all right, I'm watching it. All right, now get that lotion. Oh, all right. Oh, get the lotion. Okay. All right, now do what you do with that lotion now. When the last time that happened? When the last time, and see, yes, it could be a demon, could be a demonic spirit, could be a spirit on you. But even that spirit ain't tying you up. That spirit ain't putting no gun in your head. That spirit ain't doing none of that. That's you doing that. That's you whipping out that lotion. That's you in the DM. That's you at job with your work wife, flirting all day. That's you keep smoking all that weed. That's you keep getting drunk. That's you keep gambling. Because see, the Lord sitting on the throne. The Lord say, you're not waiting on me. The Lord say, I'm not a man that I should lie. The Lord say, I'm never changing. The Lord say, I'm the beginning and the end. I'm omnipotent, omnipresent. I'm here. Call on me. So when you say, Lord, give me the strength that I need to break these vices in my life. As soon as you say that, the strength given to you. And when you take that next step, what you're going to realize is ain't nobody got no gun in your head. Ain't nobody making you do what you doing. You choosing to do that. You making a choice. So you got to stop making excuses. Oh, well, this the way I was raised, man. You know, I was man, I just ain't had nobody. Man, I ain't had nobody. It's just like my daddy wasn't there. It's like my mama was screwing out of a drug. So I got to do this, man. At some point, you got to stop making excuses for yourself, and you got to do what you got to do. Cause let me tell you, I done did it. I done did it now. Let me tell you. Cause I used to be nasty. I used to sleep around. I made myself stop sleeping around. I used to mess with Angela. I made myself stop messing with Angela. I never was into nasty mood with the perm because it just never made sense to me. It ain't never do nothing for me, so I never had that vice. I used to sell drugs. Okay, I used to be in the street hustling. I made myself get out the street and stop hustling. I ain't have to do that. Wasn't nobody put no gun on my head. My upline, my cousin, my plug, he was like, hey, cuz, you sure you want to do this? Man, you got a lot going on, man. You got a football scholarship. He said, boy, I'd kill to have your opportunity right now, man. Like, you sure you want to get in these streets, cuz? What you gonna do that for? What sense do that make, cuz? You got an opportunity, cuz. You in college playing football, cuz. What you want to sell drugs, huh, cuz? And I was like, cuz, I just need some money, man. I just want to make some money. He was like, you got a mom and daddy. They can't help you with no money. He like, how much money you need? I'll give you some money. I said, no, cuz, I just want to get it on my own, man. I want to make my own money. Can't work no job? No, cuz, we do football 43 hours a week. Ain't got time for no job, cuz. But everybody up there smoking, so it's like, I might as well get my little something to sell to the smokers. Make my little easy money like that, cuz. Hey, cuz I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You're a grown man. I'm telling you not to do it, but I know if I don't put you in the game, you're gonna just go to somebody else. So if you're gonna be in the game, I'd rather you be under my wing. And so he put me in the game against his will. He didn't want to, but he was saying, you a grown man, you making a decision for yourself. He didn't come to me, hey, cuz right now, hey, where you go to school at? West Virginia? Oh yeah, boy, get some money up there. Hey, here, get these drugs right now. Put this in your hand. Hey, now you better get up there right now and you better sell all of this. He ain't do that. He tried to talk me out of it. So listen, what I'm telling you, what you going through is help out there. It's life coaches, it's counselors, it's therapists. Do you want help as a man? Do you want to change as a man, or you want to keep making excuses? Stop making excuses and start making changes. And see, this is what you're going to realize. Let me help you understand something. When you get ready to look at that hand, man, girlfriend got a headache right now. How you doing, Angela? Yeah, I was just scrolling on my timeline and just on the popular page and bumped into Bumblebee Triple X. You know I need you right now. I got a lot of stress on me. When you get ready to look at that hand, when you get ready to hit that line you snoring, when you get ready to smoke that little weed, when you get ready to pop that pill, when you get ready to turn that bottle up, when you get ready to go gamble to the casino, when you get ready to cuss like a sailor, cuss somebody out, when you get ready to steal, sell drugs, lie, cheat, manipulate, scam, with your credit card scam, with your SBA loan scam, with your unemployment scam, when you get ready to do whatever you doing, whatever your vice is, when you get ready to do it, I guarantee you, when you make a decision not to do it, I guarantee you, you won't start convulsing. You won't. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I need Angela. I can't breathe. I guarantee you, you won't stop breathing when you make a decision not to give into what you've been giving into. But we act like we're gonna stop breathing and we need to get back to whatever we get to. Oh, Bumblebee's Triple X. Come here, Bumblebee. Okay, let me get that lotion. Okay, yeah. You act like you got to get back in that DM. Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, I know I ain't wrote you in 2 days. I just been going through a lot, but I really miss you. Send me a picture. Ain't nobody make you get back in that DM but you. When you go back on that job and you cheating with your work wife. Hey, what's up, girl? What you doing on your break? You know I got that new dark tint in that big back seat. What's up? Ain't nobody made you do that but you. But you. You see what I'm saying? You got a choice in life to make. You could be average or you could be great. You could be average or you could be great. So I see men who have things. I see men with private jets. I see men with all the fancy cars, with all the watches. I see men with millions and millions of dollars. But if they don't have self-control in the other areas of their life, guess what I see? I see pain. I know pain when I see it. I see pain. I see insecurity. I see immaturity. See, money is just currency. That's just a call and response. If you feel like you can make money and you feel like you worth money, you're gonna make money. Regardless of what else you're doing in your life. Your relationship with money is your relationship with money. Your money is not determined by your relationship with Angela, your relationship with drug, your relationship with pornography, your relationship with other women. Your relationship with money is solely your relationship with money. That's why you see men with a whole lot of money but no character outside of that, because their focus is on money. And what you focus on is what you create. So you manifest that into your life by saying, I'm going to get money. And some people will use drugs or women to channel or to influence or encourage them to go get money. Women and sex is a catalyst to men making money because of what it releases in the mind and because of the internal motivation that men get from that. You listen to the movie, to the book, listen to the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He talk about sex transmutation, and he talk about the power of that desire, and that many men who have became millionaires and billionaires had a love interest that they was turned on by. It could have been their assistant, had a very beautiful assistant that they were lusting after every day, and that lust unlocked a part of their brain, the chemical that's released from their brain invigorated them to be intensely focused on their work and their goals, to impress and to please the woman in their life. I live that. I live that right now. Like every single day that I'm earning to pay my wife. That's honestly my motivation. My motivation is my wife, she get 10% of the gross of what our companies earn. And she doesn't really have a job duty. She does customer service in the email. She oversees that. So for emails, my wife is paid 6 figures for answering emails. If I said, hey, would you accept $100,000 a year to answer my emails? Tony, do you need me to move in? Your gym? I sleep in your gym, Tony. And it don't have AC? Oh, ain't worry about it. I love hot yoga. I will stay in that gym and just woosah. And so if I said that, but that's my motivation. That's my motivation. So when I'm creating products, when I'm creating stuff, I'm thinking about my wife. Like other than living my purpose, because that's already taken care of, because I'm in my purpose. I'm living my purpose. So I don't have to think about that no more. I'm in my purpose. But other than that is, I want my wife to have the absolute best life. I want her to be stress-free. I want her to be showered and adorned with gifts. I want her to have more money than she know what to do with, because she already got everything that money can't buy. She got a faithful husband. Money can't buy that. She got a loving husband. Money can't buy that. She got amazing sons. Money can't buy that. She got what money doesn't buy. So I want her to have everything it can buy. The best clothes, the best shoes, the best vacations, the best experiences. That's my motivation. So inside of men, a woman is motivation. But you got to ask yourself, is it motivating you in a positive way or a negative way? Is it helping you live a holistically healthy life? Or are you just doing good in your finances so that you could trick off with women, but then you struggling behind closed doors spiritually and emotionally? That's what you got to evaluate. And as a man, if you have not hit your financial goals, it also has to do with how you live in your life. Because you could generate millions of dollars and not have real integrity and character. You could generate millions and be a cheater. I know you don't want to, I know women don't want to hear that, but just look in the world. Look at P. Diddy. Look at Jay-Z. Look at every rapper that make millions. Look at the comedians that make millions. Then they got caught in cheating scandals. Look at the actors that make millions and they got caught in cheating scandals. It's like, yeah, you can get money, but do you have peace? Do you have peace? Do you have to look over your shoulder? Are you worried about when this woman gonna call your girlfriend or your wife? Do you have to worry about that? Do you have to worry about when all this gonna hit the fan and blow up in your face? Yes, you do. You losing sleep. You losing sleep. You can't even sleep good because you got to be looking over your shoulder and you got to be wondering and you got to be worrying. So listen, as a man, you got to accept responsibility and you have to man up. You got to cut out the vices in your life and you have to pursue excellence in every aspect of your life. I can afford to go eat Popeye's chicken every day, but I do not, because that is not excellence in the area of health and wellness. So I got a meal plan that I get delivered on Sunday, and it's pre-prep meals, and it's a healthy, balanced meal that I eat one a day. I eat one of those a day, and then I have me a breakfast and I have me a dinner, but I get that for lunch because that's where I may struggle at the most, is having something healthy to eat for lunch. So that's what I have to do. And so I'm seeking excellence right now in my eating habits and my exercise habits, because in every other area of my life, I've found excellence in my relationship, in my business, in my purpose, being a father, being a husband. I found excellence. But where I need to be excellent at is in my eating habits. Don't drink as much sugar. Don't drink too much lemonade. Don't drink too much soda. Don't eat too much fast food. Don't eat too much carry-out, pizza, and what have you. Eat your more vegetables. So that's where I'm seeking my excellence. You might be excellent. I see men who are excellent in their body and how they eat. Eat well, work out, but can't stop cheating on their girlfriend or their wife. Can't stop watching nasty movies. Can't stop dealing with Angela. Can't stop using substances. Smoking, drinking, whatever it may be. And when I say drinking, I'm not talking about socially drinking. I ain't talking about having you a glass of wine or two a night. I'm talking about when you turn that bottle up and you around here slizzled on the goose. That's what I'm talking about. So you got to sit down as a man and look at where you need to grow at. Look at where you need to adjust your life. Look at where you need to make a change. And look, don't be afraid to be amazing. Don't be afraid to be amazing. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be rare. Don't be afraid to be a top 1% man. Don't be afraid not to fit in. I don't fit in, but I don't care about that. I don't care about not fitting in, because I love my life. I love my life. It's guys that I see fitting in and they don't have my peace and they don't have my happiness. So I'm like, sure, I'm going to stay over here not cursing, not getting drunk, not getting high, not cheating on my wife, not watching nasty stuff on the phone, in the computer, OnlyFans, all this y'all be on, Pornhub, all this y'all be on, not having no subscription to none of that, and not even pleasuring myself behind closed doors, because I'm in a relationship with my wife and with God. I don't want to be lusting after another woman with no handful of lotion. And I'm just saying it just because it's all typical. So don't think you excused because you don't use lotion. You down there dry snatching. So don't think you excused. Oh, he ain't talking to me because I don't even use no lotion. So he ain't talking to me. He talking to guy who use lotion to do that. I don't need lotion for mine. I'm still talking to you. You trying to get out of it? No, I'm talking to you still. Oh, well, I don't really watch. I ain't on the site that he said. I'm on this other site. This site over here, he ain't mentioned this, so he ain't talking to me. And I said, man, I ain't got no work wife. I got a work girlfriend, so he ain't talking to me. He talking about guy with a work wife. I got a work girlfriend. She more like a girlfriend than a wife, so he ain't talking to me. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Everything you know you doing wrong, you got to analyze it, you got to address it, and you got to correct it. And when you correct it, listen to me. One of my college players wrote me the other day. He said, hey man, I've been getting in bed 11 p.m. and getting up by 7 a.m. That's 8 hours. He said, man, and I feel a difference in my game. I can see a difference in my body, see a difference in my game already. I say, hey, doing that, you in the top 1% of players in the country right now. Keep doing that and you're going to keep seeing the results. Now, I know as soon as he said that night, he probably stayed up to midnight. I ain't asking. Because as soon as you commit to being excellent, you're going to be tempted and you're going to be tested. Left, right, and center. So be ready for it. Be ready for it. But with every test that you pass, you get better. With every test that you pass, you done wrapped up another blessing in heaven that's going to meet you on earth. Every test that you pass, you develop a little bit more excellence, self-control, self-discipline, and that is going to equate to your level of success in life and your level of peace and your level of happiness, your level of prosperity. Every test you pass, you get stronger and you add another layer of success because you create clarity. So now you can see the full vision. You can see your full gifts. And now you know how to operate in your gifts and take action on your gifts. And you know how to create. You become a money magnet because you have clarity. You become a blessings and success and peace and happiness magnet because you have clarity, because you have control, you have self-control, and it changes your life. It will change your life. Trust me. It's going to get bad before it get better. It's going to feel worse before it feel better. You're going to have some failures. You may have some slip ups, but you got to get back up and you got to keep going. And I guarantee you, once you get your win, once you get your rhythm, once you get going, it's going to be, you're going to be able to laugh at the tests that come. You're going to be, oh, that's how you tested me. All right. Yeah, I'm going to leave you on red. Yeah, go ahead. I messed with you 10 years ago. Now you trying to come back? Cause you see I'm faithful now. You see me posting a woman on Facebook. Now you want to come back. Knowing I wanted you 10 years ago. Now you want to show up. All right, I'm gonna leave you right on red. You see what I'm saying? Now you see the test. The biggest test coming. You passing the test. And then when you pass that test, boom, here come another blessing. Boom, another contract. Something you done bid it on. You done won another bid. You done got another client. You done made some more sales. You done got some more deals. And you like, wow, how this going, man? How is this happening? That's universal law. That universal law, you reap what you sow. That's put in place already. God put that in place already. You ain't got to be no holy roller. You ain't got to be dousing olive oil on your head every day. It's already put in place. That universal law. You reap what you sow. You gonna get out what you put in. So when you do right coming back to you. Hey, this is Tony Gas. I got to go. I got to coach. So I got to get on off of here a few minutes early. Got a coaching call. I go from coaching y'all for an hour to coaching one-on-one for an hour, then doing another hour one-on-one coaching. I'm just serving. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. I serve. So when you wonder about that, that's what I do. God bless you. If you need your coach, go to mymentor.life. If you're ready to become a coach, go ahead and make that leap. The link in the description, TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. And I'll see you at the top. God bless you.